Anybody using, anybody working with clients? Then you're probably faced with this problem very often. They're not very realistic. So 3 ways to prioritize your stuff. Going fast through this one. You have to first look at all the issues that you may have to deal with. And this chart is a very good starting place. You can check it, search engine land, the SEO table, periodic table. Just keep a note on the value of each of these things because it doesn't equally apply to results. Also, you should look at the basic building blocks of SEO because it doesn't help to have great content if your infrastructure sucks. And it doesn't help to get a lot of authority and a lot of things if you don't have any content. So you've got to start from below and work your way up. So the second thing is all the issues that is then potentially something you have to deal with. I like to rate them in red, yellow, green. Green is of course perfect. Yellow is something that's nice to have, that things we want to improve, but it's not crucial. And the red ones are the must-haves. Must-haves are things that you need to change now because you're not going to get anything done unless you change that. It could be, maybe you have your whole website blocked by robots or text, or it's not indexable in some other way. You have a lot of duplicate content, or all the titles are identical, something like that. Nice to have could be, maybe you want better URLs or optimize code a little more and things like that. So then we put it all into this spreadsheet. It makes it very easy to see, things we have to do, things we can push a little further, and things that are all right the way they are. So the last thing we do is that we rate this on a scale. I like to use a scale where we look at 3 factors. The impact on results, so how much does this change impact better ranking? How long does it take before it actually works, from the time you implement it, when do we see results? And finally, the impact on resources. And we use this scoring model, 1 to 5, where 3 in the middle is okay, and then 1 or 2 becomes more and more bad, takes more time to work, or takes more resources to implement. And of course 4 and 5 is really good. So very few examples. It's just the way that you can score. This is like from extremely low quality pages. I think the impact is not so high, but it doesn't take so much time, so that gives a score of 75. Changing titles from being all the same to being unique, that's a very high impact, and it doesn't take much time if you can pull it from the database. And resources are low, so the scoring is really high. And same way you can go through all different kinds of options. So in the end of the day, you're left with this chart where you have 4 columns. So now you can sort it and select which things to start working with based on either how strong the impact is, how much time it takes to work, or how much resources, depending on what the problem is within your organization. Do we have a lack of resources? Do we need to prove results really fast? Or what is your goal? Or you can, of course, just use the sum. So, just summarizing this, start with the audit, rate issues for must-have and nice-to-have, and then fix the must-haves before you do anything else. I so often see websites that are working with little details over here that have no impact. And instead, they should fix the very basic things before they move on. So that's all I had time for today. I hope you learned a little bit.